As season 4 of everybody's favorite ranch-based drama series has finally dropped, predictably, everybody's talking about the Duttons and their story. Of course, while there hasn't been any kind of announcement of additional seasons coming our way anytime soon, as usual, that hasn't stopped plenty of fans of the show from speculating and anticipating what could be next in Yellowstone. So you will be surprised by how much info has been discussed. Let's go through everything that we know so far about Yellowstone Season 5. Starting off with the recap. Yellowstone, of course, centers on the Dutton family, the owners of the largest ranch in the United States. The plot revolves around the exploits and family drama, as well as interactions with the folks from the bordering native reservations and national parks. Kevin Costner stars in the show as John Dutton, the sixth-generation patriarch of the family. Over the years, he has found himself continually challenged by others who would seek to take control of the land the family and their ranch occupy. His youngest son, Casey Dutton, is a former U.S. Navy SEAL and is married to a Native American woman, Monica, with whom he has a son, Tate Dutton. After season 2, of course, they join the rest of the Dutton family at the ranch. Beth Dutton is the daughter of John and Evelyn, but while she is extremely intelligent and well-educated, she is highly bitter, emotionally unstable, and manipulative to a psychotic extent. She also has a problem with substance abuse and is in love with Rip Wheeler, who is the foreman and right hand of John. Rip is very close with the family and is like a son to John, while he has a rivalry with Casey and an on and off relationship with Beth. Jamie Dutton is another of the Dutton boys, but is kind of the black sheep, as he is an attorney and an aspiring politician. Though he's very loyal to his father and the rest of the family, he has a love-hate relationship with Beth, and is constantly frustrated by the fact that the family seem intolerant of him. This is compounded in season 3 when it turns out that he is actually not their biological son and was adopted by John and Evelyn after his real father murdered his mother and was imprisoned. There are several other characters working on the ranch too, including Lloyd Pierce, Colby, Ryan, and Walker. Most recently in season 4, Carter, a troubled teen who the Duttons have taken in and given a home at the ranch. Finally, there's Chief Thomas Rainwater, the tribal leader of the nearby Native American tribe. His goal is to reclaim the Yellowstone Ranch from John and the rest of the family, as he considers the land to be stolen from the natives who originally lived there. This causes constant problems for the Duttons, as you would expect. Season 4 dropped just a few days ago at the time of the recording, and everyone is very much enjoying the new episodes. But who wants to focus on what we already have? I mean, what about Season 5? So let's get into the details of Season 5. Well, in March of 2021, Cole Hauser, the actor who plays the mysterious Rip Wheeler, appeared on Virtual Happy Hour with Hall Wines. During the course of the video, Hauser revealed that the preparations for the 5th season were already in the works. Chatting with Catherine Hall, Hauser claimed that showrunner and writer Taylor Sheridan is working on it right now. He went on and spilled a little more on top as well, saying, "Season 5 is going to be wonderful. The way we ended Season 4, I can't give too much away, but the way Season 4 ends, I think the audience will be happily surprised." Now, if you can't wait to find out what happens, hey, same here. This statement from Hauser is juicy and has spawned all kinds of speculation concerning the end of the 4th season and its contents. But Hauser still wasn't finished, going on further to say, "For us as actors, and I think I can speak for everybody, we come together. This is now going into our 5th year." So right there you have it. Season 5 confirmed? It certainly seems that we can assume we're getting a 5th outing for the Duttons, that's for sure. But that's not all, as besides the probability of a 5th season, the show's creator Sheridan has already inked a deal to expand the Yellowstone canon with 2 new shows. A prequel, 1883, which seems to focus on the Dutton family in the late 19th century as they set out across the Great Plains to create the Montana Ranch, that does remain the setting for so many trials and tribulations for the Duttons in the future. Here's how the Dutton family made it to the Promised Land. An official synopsis reveals that 1883 follows the Dutton family as they embark on a journey west through the Great Plains, towards the last bastion of untamed America. It is a stark retelling of Western expansion and an intense study of one family fleeing poverty to seek a better future in America's Promised Land, Montana. Very interesting indeed, and it would be interesting to see how the Duttons Ranch was first set up. Even better news is that you won't have to wait for very long to see it, as 1883 seems set to start streaming on Paramount Plus on Sunday, December 19th. The show will star country music's first couple, Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, as well as Western staple Sam Elliott. But that's still not all. Sheridan, being about as busy as a writer can be, has also begun work on a spin-off which is currently operating under the working title of 6666. But before you let that title fuel further speculation, it's hardly likely that this is going to be a show about the Yellowstone Ranch and Dutton descendants 4,645 years into the future, fighting against aliens or whatever. Although that would be pretty cool. No, 6666 was announced with a synopsis too that suggests it will be set in the modern day on the historic 6666 Ranch, the real-life 266,000-acre property that Sheridan acquired in early 2021. The synopsis reads as follows. Founded when the Comanche still ruled West Texas, no ranch in America is more steeped in the history of the West than the 6666. Still operating as it did 2 centuries before and encompassing an entire county, the 6666 is where the rule of law and the laws of nature merge, and a place where the most dangerous thing one does is the next thing. The 6666 is synonymous with the merciless endeavor to raise the finest horses and livestock in the world, and ultimately where world-class cowboys are born and made. So between 1883 handling the history of the Dutton family and the origins of the Yellowstone Ranch, and 6666 doing, well, whatever it is it's going to do, fans of Yellowstone should have nothing to worry about when it comes to fresh content from Sheridan. Speculations about Season 5. But still, that's not much to do with Yellowstone Season 5, and it is quite frustrating that Paramount still has not formally announced it. However, there is another lead. Back in May, the Chief Joseph Ranch in Bitterroot Valley, Montana, a bookable guest ranch where Yellowstone is filmed, made an interesting post on Instagram. In the post, it says that due to schedule changes this summer, we now have reservation availability. This allows for guest cabin rentals starting in mid-June through September 2021, and adding that the Paramount filming schedule for 2022 is not available at this time. Reddit, of course, ran with this, debating the information that wasn't included in the post and what it might mean for the show. They were speculating that the filming of Yellowstone Season 5 had been pushed back to the autumn, though this is incongruent with the fact that Taylor was shooting a new series of The Mayor of Kingstown in Canada during August. Of course, the fact that the post even mentions the shooting schedule of Paramount implies that there will eventually be filming on the ranch again in the future. So unless Sheridan is setting scenes from 1883 or 6666 at the same location as Yellowstone, which is highly unlikely, then it could be a fairly safe bet that Paramount will be rolling up to the Chief Joseph Ranch again soon to flip on the camera and begin filming Season 5. Between that and Hauser's comments on Hall Wines, fans have plenty to hope for when speculating about the production and release of Yellowstone Season 5. It would be nice if Paramount would just formally announce that the very popular show will be getting another season, but hey, until they do, fans have little to no choice but to either suck it up and wait for such an announcement, or just speculate online and come up with some wild theories about the show's future. But what do you think?